Forecast, there's a chance we're going to get some scattered snow showers down to the lower elevations. As of now on it, obviously the weather can change, those predictions can change, the forecasts can change, but right now that's what we're looking at is a good chance that that's going to happen. So we wanted to talk to the Oregon Department of Transportation just about preparation for that, how they're feeling, what they're doing to prepare, and then also provide some advice for everybody at home who may end up having to go out and drive in some of this. So joining us right now, we've got Ryan McCrary from ODOT. And Ryan, thanks very much for being here today. I appreciate it. And, to start off, just talking about this potential for this snow coming down to the lower elevations, what has ODOT been doing and how prepared do you feel for this event coming up?
Well, thanks for having me on, Greg. Really glad to be here and to help assure everybody that is worried about the white stuff that we are ready and prepared for it. But we've been working tirelessly with our partners for months now, getting ready for the winter storm season, and our partners at PBOT, TriMet, WashDOT, and we have all stocked up on our de-icing materials. We've done winter maintenance on our equipment, maintaining our snow plows, and our crews are trained and ready for whatever comes.
So, go ahead.
And in addition to that, our crews have already been working up in Mount Hood on wintry conditions there for months now, and have done an excellent job of keeping those roadways open and safe.
And just looking at, this year, I'm sure everybody learns stuff from year to year and how things change. Last year, clearly we had a pretty crazy winter event there with the ice storms that came through and the windstorms on top of that. For this year, for what could be on the way, do you feel like you have enough to be adequately prepared for, a semi-big winter event should it happen?
Yes, we feel confident that we are prepared for whatever Mother Nature throws at us. We have been preparing for this, and we are ready for those eventualities.
When it comes to those snowplows you mentioned, how much does it take before those actually come out and start doing some work?
It's a combination of factors at work there. Obviously, we have metrics of when to mobilize, and we are this is not our first rodeo. We have done this year in and year out. We are monitoring the weather, the National Weather Service, among others, to make sure that we are proactively getting out there to clear snow as it falls and keep the roads open.
Great. And clearly we've got a couple of more days for that forecast to change one way or another. So it is, speculating on what exactly it'll be, but it is looking like there's going to be something most likely that'll happen, at least as of now. So for people who may be still planning on commuting, getting out there in their car, or say they're out there and things turn a little bit worse maybe than expected, what are some general safety tips and tricks and advice that you would have for people who are out in their car during something like that?
Yeah, and that's what you touched on briefly, was how unpredictable weather can be at times, especially in this area. And that's something for anybody that's planning on driving when the forecasts are kind of iffy to be aware of. We want everybody to be safe out there, and we encourage drivers to always allow extra time to get to where you're going. When there's snow on the ground, travel is always going to be slower than other times of years. Slow down. If nobody remembers another word that I say in this interview, take that away. When there's snow on the ground, please slow down. Also, check road conditions on your route before you go. Log on to tripcheck.com. And if conditions are truly questionable, wait it out if possible. Other tips include turning off your cruise control, allow extra space between you and the car in front of you. There's not as much traction on slick roads, so give everybody a little bit of extra space, and make sure your headlights are on, and be on the lookout for bicyclists and pedestrians. You do not have as much stopping distance during wintry conditions, so be safe out there.
All right. Well, all great advice for everybody to be following and thinking about. And, clearly we don't know exactly what's going to happen yet, but we'll know a little bit more here in a couple of days. But looking like it's trending that way. As I mentioned, anything else that you think is important for people to know?
I think one other thing to know is that you are not locked into just getting behind the wheel yourself. There are travel options available to you. Let the professionals do the driving. If you log on to getthereoregon.org, you can enter your travel details there and find bus routes and other options there. Amtrak Cascades and Cascades Point service are also great options for longer trips throughout the corridor.
Yeah, so pay attention to those if you really do need to get out of town or get around. Yeah, follow along with that. And I'm sure those stay updated too throughout whatever the winter condition is, of what's open and what's running during that time. Probably a good way to find that information out, I would assume.
Absolutely, those are year-round resources, but they're in particularly valuable during winter events.
All right. Well, Ryan, thank you very much. I appreciate you joining us here, and good to hear that ODOT's prepared for whatever it may be. And thanks to everybody who's tuning in as well. This is Fox 12 Now, and thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
All right, and we'll talk to everybody soon.